Hello guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. Yeah guys, I want to show you here one more short squeeze stock. The ticker symbol is FNGR, finger motion. I talked already here a couple of times about the stock on my channel. We traded also here a couple of squeezes, but now guys, I think we are back in the squeeze area, and that's why I will give you here a full chart analysis. This is of course not financial advice, but I also have a mission here. I try to predict short squeezes every week, guys, and usually I post here my finest selection of short squeeze stocks on Patreon. We had a couple of squeezes here in the past weeks as well. Here was one 116% squeeze here just 2 days after I posted this ticker on Patreon. We had this squeeze, guys, and of course many other squeezes in the weeks before. I could show you here a couple of screenshots, but you can check our Patreon here if you want to see these short squeeze plays. You can see that I always alert before a ticker squeeze. So here on that day was the day when I posted this. The blue zone was the buying liquidity zone where I said to my members that I expect a squeeze to happen here in this blue box. And then we had also here for this one, that was a Patreon swing trade alert. We had also a 124% squeeze, guys. Yeah, before we dive in here into the FNGR chart, you can of course join our trading community here on Patreon. The full package membership is the most popular membership which I have. You also get here a lot of benefits, guys. It's not only the short squeeze stocks with my short squeeze predictions. You also get access to my trading tutorials and the member FAQ section. So especially when you are a beginner in trading and have no idea how to start, how to enter a stock and how to spot short squeeze signals, guys, I share here a lot of information. The link is patreon.com/blackbelttrader. We're growing every day, guys, and if you also want to join in, the link is in the video description. Yeah, for FNGR, guys, very interesting. I don't know if you saw my previous videos on that ticker here. So we have just 2 open gaps here in the daily chart, and FNGR is a stock which is trending to close open gaps. So when we zoom in, when we check what happened here in the past years, all these green boxes here, guys, which you see are open gaps to the upside. We have a lot of them in the chart, and FNGR always closed these open gaps. You can see every time, no matter how much percentage this ticker had to squeeze. Just for example, I don't measure now the whole move, just to close this gap, the ticker ripped 800% and even more. So you can see that the chance that we close these gaps is very high here for FNGR. So now we have only 2 open gaps in the daily chart, and there is a reason, guys, why you don't just see a short squeeze. You always need to see pain. The market makers bring the price down, then they start to cover their positions or settle their fail to delivers, and that is the reason why you see these parabolic moves happen. FNGR had here a price move of 17% plus on Friday, but this is nothing, guys, compared with the way which this ticker can go. You can see when we just talk about the first gap close, it's here 32% which we can gain, but the second gap at $6.19 is already a 315% move. This is not financial advice, guys, but I show you now here my chart drawings. I simplified the chart now here. That was a very old chart pattern which I used. So guys, and this is very simple. We have a very simple chart pattern here for FNGR. So this ticker is trading in a trend channel pattern. I always try to spot trend channel patterns here for stocks, or of course there are several kind of patterns which we have, but a lot of things, guys, in trading, or if not 99%, are based on algos, and also FNGR is finding support here at this trend channel bottom. Every time when we hit this bottom, we had a squeeze. You can see that here, guys. This squeeze was a little bit earlier. The reason is we have here a strong liquidity zone where the buying algos are waiting, and we just touched this liquidity zone here for the first time in December 2024. I made, as I said, a couple of videos already here, and you can see as soon as we touched my blue liquidity zone, the blue box, we had directly here a reaction, a technical reaction. So that was the not all-time low, of course, but in that period of time here, December until today, here $1.03 was the lowest price. Now we're trading at $1.49, and you can see in total we had a rebound here of already 76%. But the gap is of course still open here. We have this open gap, and as I said, the higher gap at the $6 range. The interesting part here for FNGR is that I think we come very soon now to an end of this pattern here. So we have only one price level which is holding the stock to squeeze. Yes, there is also $2 here in the $2.30 range. There is some resistance waiting, but in my opinion, since we always have these parabolic moves every few years, I think that FNGR only need to break this pattern here before we see the next parabolic squeeze. So when we see this white trend line here is in control, yeah, since already here December 2023, that's why I say the stock is moving in cycles. We had also here a trend line boom, started to squeeze. We can here draw a couple of trend lines and see how this ticker is breaking out, guys. Same here when we see the tops here, boom, breakout. So I think, guys, that we are very, very close here to see a potential breakout if they, of course, don't dilute the stock. If the market makers bring the price down, we have here a algo demand zone or trading range between $1.08 and 58 cents. This is what, in my opinion, could happen. Yeah, we could see here a fake out, a shakeout, but overall, when we, if you want, I extend this white trend line for you guys that you can see that. That looks too simple, right? That looks just too simple that every time when this ticker starts to touch this trend line that we see a squeeze. The difference is right now that we don't have a big squeeze reaction yet. So you can see we touched it here for a couple of days and started to squeeze very quick here. That was from, yeah, mid-end of April until June. Then we started to squeeze. Here it happened immediately after the touch point, and now, as I said, we're talking already here about a period of more or less 4 months since December here, or almost 4 months, guys, until now 17th of April. This is building here something like a wedge pattern, and that means, guys, that there is potential that we come lower, that we see here a fake out, and then the reaction will be a massive short squeeze here for FNGR, as I said, if they don't dilute the stock. We have here one big volume spike. That was also the reason why FNGR gapped down. So when we see the chart picture here, then you can see that this white trend line here is in control. This is made by the algos, and every time when we hit this trend line here, we see a massive sell-off reaction. Here was a very huge volume, so it looks like that we have here a big sell-off reaction, but as I said, this is what the market makers do. They use the low volume pre and after market to bring the price down, and with this gap down here, which is, of course, for me, guys, as a trader, very bullish when you open long positions for quick swing trades. That is exactly what you want to see. No drama, no squeeze, guys, and you can see that this price action here, this price drop with high volume brought FNGR exactly back down to this trend line here, and since then we never touched it anymore. That's why I think, guys, in case of a Mickey Mouse squeeze, so a small squeeze, we just closed this open gap at $1.98 and see one more rejection. So that doesn't mean that we see here the squeeze coming and immediately break out. It is possible that we just close this gap, coming down again, maybe even with a fake out here, and then start to see a short squeeze. Why? Because when we see here the 4 hours chart, this is very important, that you also check the chart by yourself. We have here 2 open down gaps at $1.67, guys, and also, unfortunately, also these open gaps have to get filled sooner or later. For that reason, the buy in liquidity zone, or how I call it, the algo demand zone, since this is not made by human here, this is everything based on trading algos. The algo demand zone is between $1.08 and 58 cents, and the price levels to the upside are $1.98, $3.30. Every price over $3.30 would lead into a short squeeze, and then I have no doubt, guys, that $6.19 is one of the next price goals. Just to give you an idea what I'm talking about, guys, we're talking here about a squeeze potential of 119% and 315%, and this is not a short squeeze, this is an algo reaction. If we go over $6.19, guys, and the price stays here and does not get rejected, then we have even squeeze potential to come back here in the $9 range, $10 range, guys. This is even possible here for FNGR. So this, I would say, here is the zone. This zone here, guys, is the ultimate final landing zone for FNGR. Latest, then everybody will sell their positions, also the trading algos, but this is here a potential short squeeze play for 2025, which I want to share with you and update again with this video. If you want to copy my price goals, guys, here from this chart, Everything what you see here is based on TradingView. This is the chart program what I use for all my videos and all my trades. And if you also want to learn trading, guys, and want to spot short squeeze plays, then you need a good chart tool. That's why I recommend TradingView in all my videos, guys. I can give you here a $15 discount link on the premium tier. This is also what I'm using here right now, and this discount link is also available in the video description. My friends, that was my video on FNGR. I hope that was helpful. I wish you great success with all your trades. And if you want, then see us in the next video. Arigato gozaimasu, vielen Dank, alles Gute und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.